Hey guys, Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. Good morning to everyone. Before I start the video, I want to say congratulations to David's journey. I think you're bagging about 1.5 million of VET tokens now, so congrats to that. I remember when I was first getting into VET, I think I only had like 600,000 or 500,000, and I wanted to reach that million mark just because million sounds so cool. You know, what if Vechain gets up to $1? Then you've bagged, 1 million, right? That's a huge accomplishment, and we're all trying to hope for that moon. But anyways, I wanted to get into this video on kind of how I'm feeling. This morning I wake up, and shout out to View out there. So Vechain 101 on Twitter, go follow him. Anyways, woke up this morning and this is what I see. I see on Binance, I look at everything up, 7,500 for BTC. For Ethereum, we're about 190, and Vechain is kind of, slowly getting up to, it was at 0.0039. It finally broke support of 0.004. And I recently posted an article just this morning about the Bitcoin halving that was on Cointelegraph, and that great article that Bloomberg showed, because that's great news, because Bloomberg is pretty much telling us, like, with the Bitcoin halving that's coming up, more investors are coming up, and we're seeing kind of support levels that are hovering around 7,000. And to explain how I'm feeling when I woke up, I was just like, man, this sucks. And it was the same thing that Vechain 101 was thinking, and it's like we're both in the same boat, and probably a lot of you are in the same boat. It's like, man, it sucks that it's going up because you want to bag more at a lower price. You want to keep buying the dip because we all know that Vechain is such a solid investment. You look at the partnerships, and I keep saying this on the comments. It's like, guys, stop worrying about the VTH burn rate. We're in a pandemic. Vechain does professional services, so like business to business professional services. They have professional service consultants working out there like PwC, dnvgl. So there's a lot of travel and implementation projects that need to happen, like doing go lives, doing process and elimination, doing testing, then going live, right? So you're testing all these tags, making sure that they can get put on the blockchain, whether it's an RFID tag, an inlay, a QR code that's scanned on a mug, etc. So all that needs, testing phases, communications, consultants go on site, and not every single client is in China. And there's certain provinces in China that are in lockdown, or not in lockdown, but they're slowly easing up to open up. But a lot of countries that are outside of China, like Europe, Italy, Milan, like I think the CEO, technology CEO, Ronaldo is in Milan. So, if his team needed to do work in China, I'm not too sure if China's even letting people in their country yet. I know in Canada we have a lockdown, and we're not even letting like U.S. citizens back in our country. I think for like another 28 days, then they're going to reassess. So that's how I'm feeling, guys. I look at the markets. The markets are doing great, in terms of crypto. I don't know how the Dow is doing in the S&P, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys invest into the Dow and the S&P, but if you do, let me know some of your stocks and your portfolio strategy. And I'm going to make my next video on kind of my investing strategy over the years. I don't just do crypto investing. I like to diversify, and I think diversification is very important as we talk more on the channel, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, because who knows, like, I doubt like the crypto market is just going to crash and go to zero, but you kind of want to look at your investments and start getting into, other means of income, whether it's business, whether it's investing into yourself, whether it's the S&P, whether it's the Dow, whether it's your 401, whether it's RRSPs if you're in Canada, etc. So just to keep it brief, I don't want to make this too long. You guys know I like to ramble too much, but I've had multiple corporations, 4 corporations, restaurants, started with consulting, got technology business. As I grew and made more money, I let all of my managers run my businesses. And as long as I was in the green and making money, it gave me opportunity to diversify more into other businesses. And I think that's important with your investing strategy in stocks. in cryptocurrencies. Like, just don't look at cryptocurrency and just looking at one stock like Vechain. Like I mentioned, I like Ethereum, I like Bitcoin, kind of diversifying your altcoins, right? Your cryptocurrencies, as well as, your stock portfolio and the S&P, because those are kind of more safe havens, right? You have like, one that I like is, I think is xus.to. So it doesn't fluctuate with the foreign exchange or exchange. If you want to take out currency, it's kind of like, your Standard and Poor, and it just always, if you look at the chart history from, the max from 2014, you have a steady increase. Look at the gains of that. So other than recent drops because of the whole pandemic, but this is just a great buy in terms of investing. Even with that pandemic, like, look, it hardly changed. It just kind of hovers. I think, it was around 49.50, but you look at the max, and it just keeps climbing year over year, right? And I like to put away, $100 to $200 a month just towards those investing companies. And then I've got cryptocurrency. Then I've got like some of the technology stocks that are more safe, like the Microsofts, the Apples, Tesla. Tesla is a little bit too high now. But anyways, that's how I'm feeling. I'll get into like investing strategies, like with business, and how I kind of set my path and my future when I was younger, and what I did. Some of the mistakes I did too, because not everything was a success. I think success comes with a lot of failure, and if you don't have a stomach for failure, then you're not a business person. You're not risky. I think you just don't have as much opportunity if you don't take risks. Anyways, wanted to keep it short. Good morning, everyone, and congrats to David's journey there. 1.5 million. I'm looking at bagging more, but like I mentioned here, when I looked at Binance charts and I saw everything going up, I'm like, man, this sucks, because it's like I wanted to get into VeChain and Ethereum more, but it just keeps going up, and I keep trying to time that dip, but it doesn't happen. So anyways, comment below, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video.